Hello and welcome to your Morning Meds. My name is Melissa Romero, and for today's Morning Meds, I titled this talk, Let He Who Is Without Sin Cast the First Stone. I wanted to talk to you guys today about judgment. It's such a big thing, and all of us do it. Sometimes we even do it unconsciously. Like sometimes we just judge people based on what they look like, what they wear, what they do, and we're constantly in this state of judgment. And I know that since we were little, we've been taught, don't judge a book by its cover, blah, 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 and all these things, but it's something that we all do, and we do it so naturally. And it's something that I think we all need to work on. And I'm definitely a work in progress. I'm definitely working on this. This is something I'm very, very conscious of. And I constantly have to work on it. And it's a practice, just like everything else I talk about. So some of the reasons why we judge others is, one, because it makes us feel superior to them. When we feel superior to someone, we make them less than us, right? So when we feel like someone is less than us, we're able to look at them a dirty way, talk bad about them, or just make them beneath us. And it makes us feel as though we are superior. You see, judgment is no good because it separates us not only from other people, but it also separates us from our divine self, from the divine. So it's always good to work on. I'm going to give you some reasons why we judge, and then I'm going to give you some ways to fix them. Another reason why we judge others is because we see the things we don't like in those people. Again, I'll say that again, because we see those things that we don't like about us in those people. And in order for us to mask what we feel or mask those things that we don't like about us, we put them on somebody else, and we judge others for having those characteristics or those traits that we don't like in ourselves. So it's always good to really look at ourselves. And another reason why we don't judge, and this is my third and last reason why we do judge, another reason why we do judge, and this is my third and last reason, is because we want to be part of a group. If you're in a group of people that dislikes a certain type of person or whatever it is, it kind of gives you license to judge those types of people. So always be aware of that. And ways to solve this, right? Ways to fix this judgment. Especially if you're judging others to become superior to them or because you feel as though you're superior to them. Definitely one thing to do to stop judging is to try to see that person and see where they're coming from. Have some compassion for them. And I'm going to give you a few reasons, but the last one is my favorite. But first, try to have some compassion for that person. See where they're coming from. Figure out what their story may be, because you don't know the full story. And even if you can't figure out, just imagine the worst case scenario, why it is that they're doing the things that they're doing. Even if it's someone that was mean to us or horrible to us, always keep in mind, and it's funny because I had this conversation with my son once, and when someone was really, really mean to him in school, and I told him, hurt people. So it's always important to try and see where these people are coming from and have some compassion for them. And know, again, that hurt people, or whatever it is that you're judging on them. Number two, do some introspective work. Look at yourself. Look when you're judging someone, see if that might be something in you that maybe you need to work on. Look at yourself and see and work. And then when you have that compassion that I talked about first, when you have that compassion for others, bring that compassion for yourself. Have that compassion for yourself, because once you have that compassion for yourself, it's easier for you to have compassion for others. Remember, everything always starts here first, right? It always starts with us. If we can't love, have compassion, and all that stuff for us, there's no way that we can extend that out into the world, right? Number three, and this is a big one. If you're judging others because of a group that you're in and you see that this group of people judges this type of person, look at the people you're around. Be conscious of your friendships. Be conscious of the people. And even if they seem as though they're spiritual, if they're judging other people or they're judging a type of person for who they are, then maybe you need to step back. Whatever it is that they're judging, no matter, even if it's something that seems justified to judge, because sometimes in the spiritual world, people feel as though they can justify some type of judgment. Even like, some people, I hear a lot of spiritual people talk about, sheeple and things like that, like people that aren't on the path and they follow the rules of the world and all this stuff, and they're quote unquote sleep. But you're judging. And if you're judging, then it's never good. Because when you're judging, you're judging others, again, and I'll repeat that from the beginning, when you're judging others, you're actually separating yourself from them, and you're making yourself either superior or inferior to them. So it's good to understand that we are all one. And that's how you have compassion for someone, is when you realize that we are all one. And my last way for you to stop judging others is to first stop judging yourself. I'll say that again. Stop judging yourself. There is no way that you're gonna stop judging the world if you can't stop judging yourself first. This is definitely something that I'm working on, and it's definitely something that I'm inviting you to work on, because I think it's such a beautiful thing. I think that's the main solution to all judgment, is for us to stop judging ourselves. And the minute we stop judging ourselves, we'll stop judging others. Have compassion for yourself, because the minute you have compassion for yourself and you've mastered the art of compassion for yourself, you can bring that out into the world and extend that to the world. All right, so that's my message for you today. And my challenge for you is to look at yourself. Look at those places when you're judged. Catch yourself when you judge. My teacher, Paul, had said something about putting a bracelet, a rubber band around your arm. And every time you catch yourself judging, switch the rubber band to your other arm. And constantly switching them from arm to arm so you can see how often it is that you judge others. So definitely work on that. And when you're judging, see where you're coming from. Are you judging because you want to feel superior to that person, or because it makes you feel superior to that person? Are you judging because it's something in you that you would like to fix, or that you would like to get rid of? It's a trait that you have. Or are you judging because the people around you are judging that person? Definitely look at that and try to work on the ways to solve them. But no matter what you do, the bottom line is that you are beautiful, perfect, whole, and complete, and you are everything that you need. So please love yourself, have compassion for yourself, and stop judging yourself, because that's the only way you can bring that out to the world. I love to love you. Peace. If you like what you see and want to see more, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Also like this video. Thank you.